Hello everyone. Today we'll do the subject science of grade 6 and our chapter number 14 is light and the formation of shadow. What is light? How we get light? What are the sources from where we get light? And how the light form a shadow we will discuss in this chapter. So let us start with the sources of light. So here we have 4 different types of objects or sources or any material. So let us see the first one, that is luminous object. What is the meaning of luminous? Luminous means shine, brightness. So the object that emits the light is known as luminous object, or the object which gives us light or a brightness shine, that is known as luminous object. For example, stars and sun, moon, this all comes under luminous object because they emit lights. Next is non-luminous object, means that thing which did not emit lights is known as non-luminous object. For example, planets, wood, satellite, these all are known as non-luminous objects. The third one is artificial light. Artificial light means the thing which is made by man, or the thing which is made by man by its effort is known as artificial light. For example, light, tube light, torch, flashlight, candle, this all comes under artificial light. The next is natural light. Natural light means that light which directly comes from nature, that is sun, stars, moon, this all comes under natural light. So these are the sources, or these are the things which give us light. Now let us do one experiment, that is how light propagate. Propagate means spreading. So you can see in this experiment we have 3 cardboard from which we can see that how light travel. So look at the flame of the candle. What do you see? You can easily see that light always travels in a straight line. This is known as linear propagation of light. Now see, this is first cardboard, and in second cardboard there is a small hole from which the light passes. You can see the candle flame in second cardboard. Now in last one, that is in third cardboard, there is also an hole, and in that hole you can see a small particle of a flame. Light is travel in a straight line. This is known as propagation of light. Now if I move this cardboard slightly, so what will happen? So we can easily see the light travel in first cardboard and second cardboard, but not in third cardboard, because it is always travel in a straight line. Now it is not in a straight line. Because of this, in third cardboard light is not there. So in this experiment we can easily understand that light travel in a linear proportion, that is in a straight line, but when we move the cardboard it will not travel in a straight line. Now the next is reflection of light. When a light rays from any source fall on a surface, they are thrown back, is known as reflection of light. When the reflected rays from an object reach our eyes, we are able to see the object. Now see, when we get light from any sources, for example here the sun is the sources of light. That sun rays come on any object, and that object reflect in my eyes, and afterwards that reflection from my eyes I can visible to see any object is known as reflection of light. It is very simple. Any source of light, for example sun or light or any bulb or torch, that rays reflect on any object, and that reflection come on our eyes. Then afterwards we can see the clear image, or we can see any object, is known as reflection of light. Now let us discuss about images. The light which is reflected on our face, and that light falls into the mirror, and because of that mirror it reflects and we can see the clear image. One more thing, in opaque object means in wooden object, because it is an opaque object, so we cannot see any image. But in a glass pane we can see a faint and unclear image. Next is images in a plane mirror. So this is a plane mirror. The left and right side of any object, if we can see in a plane mirror, so it will exchange. The image is looks very far behind in the mirror, but it is in front of the mirror. The size of the image is same as that of the object.
A pinhole camera. A pinhole camera is an apparatus with a single small aperture. All the sides of this box like pinhole camera are closed and has complete darkness inside it. The light rays try to enter through the small aperture and an image is formed on the diaphragm inside.
Now the next is materials. There are different materials from we can see any object. For example, here we have transparent, opaque and translucent. What is transparent? Transparent means from which we can easily see the image clearly from here to other side also. Now let us see this. See, this is a plastic bag. Okay, this is known as transparent because we can see the clear image of other side. So when we see the clear image of other side, it is comes under transparent. One more example, that is plastic water bottle. So it is also a transparent, so we can see the other side very clearly. Now the next is opaque. In opaque we can see only one side, other side we can't able to see. See here. This is a box. We can see only one side, we cannot see the other side. So it is known as opaque. Now next example is see. This is a thermocol piece. If I keep like this, so I cannot able to see the other side. So it is also comes under opaque. Wall, this board, this all comes under opaque material. And a glass. When we are going outside or when we are going any showroom, so they have a glass. So from that glass we can see the other side easily. So that is known as transparent.
Now the third one is translucent. In translucent we can see the image but it is not clear. It is unclear. This is the example of translucent. It is window pane.
Now the next is formation of a shadow. How the shadow form. Here light does not pass through an opaque object. Already we have seen that in opaque material light cannot pass. Because of that we can't able to see the other side. The kind of the shadow it forms depends upon the relative distance between the source of light. The formation of shadow, it depends upon the distance of that particular object. Means how far or how near the object is. From that we can easily form a shadow. So it is depend upon the relative distance between the source of light. Source of light means from where we can get the light. Because of that source we easily measure the distance, and with the help of the distance our shadow forms. Shadow from long in the morning and evening, short in the afternoon. Means in morning time or evening time the shadow that comes in very longer. But in afternoon time, the shadow will be shorter. Now let us do one experiment, that is how shadow form. So we will see the difference of shadows. Now you can see the shadow which is longer from the sunlight. In the morning time or evening time, our shadow will be longer. Now in afternoon time, you can see the shadow is shorter. You can see the difference between, that is in morning and evening time the shadow will be longer and in afternoon time the shadow will be shorter. Change in the shadow depends on the source of light, the object and also on the surface on which the shadow is formed. Means the changes in the shadow, it depends upon the sources of light. How the sources of light is, according to that our shadow change. Means our shadow is depend upon the sources of light, the object and the surface. Because of these three things, shadow take place.
Now let us see Newton's disk. Sir Isaac Newton had made a special disk which had 7 colors. The disk was divided into 7 equal sized petals having red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo and violet colors. If the disk is fitted on a stand and rotated, only white color is seen. This shows that sunlight has 7 colors. Newton had written a book, Optics, about light.